Good day, this is Jack speaking, and I'm speaking about starting point, the starting point. Okay, so let's take it from the greater before we go to the smaller. From the greater perspective, what has been the starting point of creation? Separation. If you look at Anna's involvement in creation, he created the white light separate from him. He created mankind separate from him. He created this entire consciousness existence separate from him. In other words, his creation starting point was of separation, which is now referred to as consciousness existence, based on one starting point, separation. So, now interesting thing, recently, our starting points changed. 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, our starting point has changed. So, if your starting point change, everything change. So therefore, the process is about the starting point. What is your starting point? Where are you applying yourself from? Where are you living from? Where are you expressing yourself from? What is your starting point? Because whatever your starting point is in any moment of action, expression, or experience, you will manifest that and you will experience that starting point, because we all create. Every moment we create. So what you'll create is dependent on your starting point, and what you'll experience of that creation is dependent on your starting point. So let's take it from, let's have a look at science, for instance. You know, human beings at a certain analogy of science, of this existence, of what it consists of, because of the starting point of existence, which is consciousness manifested as the mind consciousness system. So have a look. If this whole existence, all human beings and dimensional beings, starting points was of consciousness existence manifested as a mind consciousness system, because of separation. So within each and every single being in existence, the starting point was separation, and therefore the mind consciousness system manifested as that separation of the starting point that we accepted and allowed. Now, changing the starting point to self, everything changed. Because our starting point initially was of mind consciousness system manifestation, separate from ourselves, in separation. And therefore we manifested separation. Have a look at the world, have a look at the universe, existence. And we all participated in it, therefore we're all responsible. So, therefore I say, 2 years ago, or more than 2 years ago, the starting point within the dimensions changed. Because why? What did we remove? We removed the white light system completely of existence. So with the white light system, what went? The soul construct, the astral planes, the dimensional planes, the angels, the masters, the gods, the goddesses, all construct of the white light, gone. Therefore, our starting point has to change, because that supported our starting point, which is of separation, which was of basic separation. Everything is obvious. It's here that our starting point in existence have been separation. So, change your starting point to self, to the expression of who you are as life. What do you manifest? What do you experience? You experience yourself. You experience life. Let's say we change the starting point to heaven as earth. Here, as ourselves, in every moment, that's what we express. That's what we are. Heaven as earth. We manifest that as heaven as earth in this world. Simple. The most simplest of realizations in existence. So if each one in existence changed their starting point to oneness and equality, where each human being and dimensional being's starting point is oneness and equality at every single moment of expression, what do we manifest? Oneness and equality. Because why? We create that which we express, that which we manifest, and that which we experience. We are creators, we're already that. Though we haven't been responsible ones, I'd say. Or didn't understand creation, but No, that's also a lie. We do very much understand creation. We just don't want to go there because we realize what a fuck up we've created, and now we want to try and hide from it. But we are not able to, because you know why? We've realized, in terms of removing the white light and all of the constructs in heaven that have supported our starting point, that was of separation, it's not able to support us any longer. So our starting point has to change. And therefore human beings' starting point has to change, because they realize that their previous starting point of separation is not being supported by anything of their world, because there's no relationship anymore. Your starting point of separation, there's not a relationship to that with that which is manifested in this world. Therefore, it won't work. And you'll start trying to recreate it. Oh yeah. Well, within that, you'll start fucking yourself even more. And that's what we've tried to do in the dimensions, please. We've tried to recreate everything again, because we realize, shit, everything that's ever supported us, or everything that we've ever done, is not here anymore. We've got to do it ourselves. It was the same with our access here was of a system, was of a construct. Now it's changed to we have to do it ourselves. And this is an entirely different story. Because now you can't just do it at one point. You can't just go, I'll just manifest. No, impossible. You have to stand as all, as one, as equal, taking everything into consideration in existence, past, present, future, whatever. All of you, before you're able to manifest it. And it's a different story. So you'd say, well, see what I'm saying? Previously it was just simple, mind projections, whatever. Now we're not able to do that, because we have to do it as ourselves. So human beings, we're in the same boat as you. What is that boat? That boat is to have your starting point be as all, as one, as equal, before you'll have access to yourself. Our access to self is the realization of ourself as all, as one, and the manifestation thereof is our access here to earth specifically. Where your access is the experience of yourself in your world. That's your guideline. That's where you see where your starting point is effective. Okay, so this is Jack. Just an overview on starting point. Thank you very much.